Hey, what's going on? Teach me the fish effects trading community. Uh, got my, have my shirt on backwards. Hold on. My bad. But hey, what's going on, guys? This is Benny Charles, founder of the Teach Me the Fish Effects trading community, and I'm back with another inspirational video. We're going to talk about the scalping trade that I'm currently in. We're going to talk about the profits we were able to secure so far for today, and we'll also do some the pair watches based on my workflow trading system template cluster of indicators, whatever it is you want to call it. So um, always remember that there are risks involved when trading Forex. There are risks involved whenever you invest anything, even in relationships. There are risks involved. So just keep that in mind. Also keep in mind, I am not a licensed professional financial advisor. Um, Anything that is said on this channel, in this video, in any video, is solely my opinion and my opinion only, and I'm not giving you any type of advice whatsoever. But nonetheless, I do hope you found value in these videos, and also I hope that some type of clarity is brought to your own trading. So before we get into it, please make sure, if you have not done so, uh, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Okay, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like the video. Comment your cash tag down below in the description, because I don't know which video I will be choosing, but I will start our giveaway. Okay, our $25 giveaway once we reach 500 subs, and we're at 474, so we're only 26 away from 500 subs. So that's all you have to do. Let me make sure I pull up the live chat. Um, so awesome. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see, where should we start? Um, Maybe I'll talk to you guys about this trade that I'm in right now. Okay, um, I'm basically scalping GJ. Um, I was actually trying to trade GU, but GJ gave me the first opportunity to get into a trade. So um, that's why I'm in GJ. Okay, and I don't know why, but my computer has been going slow for some reason. But yeah, GJ has kind of given us a signal. Um, Again, I know I probably sound like like I'm beating a dead horse. I probably sound like a broken record. However, um, I first started finding um, um, high profitability trading the market makers method, and I needed to find a way that I could trade this method, okay, easily. So I began searching for indicators. I am a coder, just a little bit, um, but more so web applications, things of that nature. But anyway, I'm a coder, but I didn't have the time or the patience to try to sit and come up with my own indicator. So I found open source indicators, tweak some of the codes just a little bit to work with me wanting to trade the market makers method. And after I did that, I kind of transitioned into swing trading. And so the workflow trading system method template was born, and it's now here. So let's talk about this trade. So I'm scalping using the market makers method, basically looking for the high and or the low of the day. on various pairs. The pairs that I like to trade are the pound pairs, Euro NZD, Euro odd, gold, S&P 500, and Litecoin versus USD. And then I also will look at the Dixie or the dollar index. The reason why I like the pound pairs, Euro odd, gold, and S&P 500 is because on average, if you look up here to the right in the white uh, lettering here, numbers and letters, this is my ADR, my average daily range. I have it set to 365 days. And so for GJ, for the past 365 days, it has produced 135 pips. So I like to trade pairs that have a minimum of 100 pips, because I feel like I could easily get 20, 50 pips out of that pair a day. So that is why I trade these pairs. In other words, it's high volatility, high liquidity. So I like these pairs. So, but anyway, I'm scalping with the market maker's method while I'm waiting on my swing trades to set up. And my swing trades, I trade those on the 4-hour, daily, and weekly. Okay. Also monthly, I kind of dibble and dabble with trading on the monthly, but sometimes you just have to wait forever for those setups. So I typically will get in a trade off of the monthly, but it's by happenstance. I just happen to be looking at the monthly chart. So that is pretty much what I do. We have a trade, and so I want to explain to you guys how I got in on this trade. Was actually checking it out on the 15-minute. I saw that I had, let me switch back over to the 15. I saw that I had an exhaustion square right here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I checked the 1 hour, it had an exhaustion square. The 4-hour didn't have one, but I was fine with the 1 hour having one. 30-minute had one, 15-minute had one. Okay, so I dropped down to the 5-minute to see if I can get an early entry other than waiting for the 15-minute to give me my scalping entry. So I dropped down to the 5-minute. I saw that I had an exhaustion square, directional arrow with a color changing candle that gave me the break of the green below the red and the yellow on TDI. So I got in right here. Okay, and then from there I pretty much jumped up to the 15-minute chart. Okay, and waited for the 15-minute to give me that same setup. Okay, because I got in early on the 5-minute. So now what I like to do is I like to try to scale up my time frames to see if I can now manage this on a higher time frame that eventually could lead me into either a longer scalp and or an intraday trade and or a swing trade. Okay, so that's basically what I'm doing. So now that going up to the 15-minute, I have my I have my exhaustion square, I have my directional arrow, and a color changed candle that placed my green line below my red and yellow on the TDI. Now, I know that these are EMAs on the TDI. I know that the green EMA on the TDI is the price signal. I know that the red EMA on the TDI is the signal line. I know that the yellow EMA is our market sentiment line. But to avoid from having to say all that, now I'm just saying green, red, and yellow. So I was looking for the green line to cross below, in this instance the red and the yellow line. It gave me that right here. Okay, it gave me that right here, along with some other confluences that I have. And so I got in here. I stacked my position here. Now, talking about stacking positions, okay, for your swing trades, okay, and also you guys who are dealing with anxiety and letting your emotions run. I recommend the 1,000 pip rule. So basically, for every $100 in your account, you want to trade at a 10-cent lot size. Now, however, what what I do now is whenever I'm scalping and I know I'm not going to be in very long, and I know that my stop losses are going to be very tight, um, I will go ahead and enter into the scalp at half of 1% of my account. So that's what I did. And based on the hundreds place, and I think you guys can't see it, but this particular account now is $588 to be exact. But 1% of 500 is $2.50. Half of that is $1.25. I can't put in $1.25. So instead of going in at $1.30, I went in at $1.20. Okay, and so what I'm doing is, as my areas of interest are um, being broken, um, I'm scaling in. I'm basically scaling in at half of 1%. Okay, so that's why I currently have these two trades right now open on GJ. Okay, I think I have brought you guys up to speed as far as why I'm in this trade. I'm in this trade because I was looking for market maker method setups, trading the high and the low of the day. Okay, GJ, I picked GJ. It has a low spread. Typically, anywhere between 1 to 2 pip spread, using this broker, the broker that I use. I like what I see. I like the confluences, meaning the areas in the market that it was showing rejection, all things, so on and so forth. And so I'm here. I'm in this trade now. I do understand it's very possible because on the 5 minute, on our 5 minute, our 5 minute is showing some exhaustion. Okay, and so this could be a pullback for the 15-minute chart. And what could take place is we could either get a pullback to form a head and shoulders. Okay, we do have one side here that could be a shoulder. This could be the head, and another shoulder could form. And so that would basically I would have a negative deficit here. All right, that would put me in a negative for the second trade, and then also possibly for the first trade. All right, it could do that and then continue in my favor, or it could come all the way back up here and take out that high, and this could result in a losing trade for me. All right, but I am going to not err on the side of caution this time. I'm just going to kind of let the market go, and because of some higher time frame analysis, I think that GJ is basically in a place in the market to where we're going to kind of get a little bit of a downward push. So I'm looking to hold this just a little while longer, and possibly see if I can add to my position and stack some trades in. Now, I know people sometimes they are very aggressive in their trading. Okay, I do my best not to be so aggressive in my trading, but I just like to wait and just see, be patient with the market. Okay, you guys can see here that you guys probably should have saw that jump of the exhaustion square, and it's no secret. I tell you guys this in all of my videos. These squares do repaint. Okay, and that's why I have a 4-step entry rules that I like to see to be met before I actually enter into the trade. And so what I'm doing, I'm scaling back down to the 5 minute because I see that an area of interest of mine um, seems to be being met. So I'm gonna look at this 5 minute chart to see if I can scale in again. Okay, see if I can possibly scale in again, opposed to waiting on the 15-minute chart. All right, now it may be in my best interest to wait on the 15-minute chart to scale in, but um, I'm just gonna see what we can do on the 5 minute. Okay. Um, so, but right now it's not bad. We've taken $2.20, and right now we've yielded a profit of $37.97. Let's just say 37 because it's fluctuating. All right. That's not bad. All right. Again, I don't know any other market. It could because of me being naive, me being ignorant. But I see people out here, pushing the stock market. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. But for the average Joe, the everyday guy, I would tell you learn how to trade Forex. Okay, I promise you it's not hard. Oh, look at this, guys. We got a head and shoulders right here on the 5 minute chart. Okay, um, so um, that's pretty promising. But back to what I was saying, I would trade the I would trade the the Forex market. Um, I would trade the Forex market. I don't know any other market where you can you know, enter into the trades at a small lot size and be able to render profits like that. So um, yeah, so um, yeah, it looks like yeah, it may or may not go ahead and give us our signal on the 5 minute to kind of jump into a buy trade, but I think I am going to wait on the 15 minute just to see what the 15 minute tells us that it wants to do right now. Um, this area is being rejected. We did get a break of this quarter point, the 130.5, excuse me, 130.75 price point here, and then strong rejection. And so I'm thinking that it's going to come down to the 130.5 at the least. So we'll just let the market do its thing. So is it 1 o'clock yet? Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. So let's go ahead and go into our pair watch. All right. Whenever I do these pair watches, I like to do them based off of the 4 hour. Okay. So let's go over to the GBP USD. GBP USD right now, we have an exhaustion square, directional arrow, color changing candle that does place the green above the red and yellow on the TDI, so that would have been a good trade to get in. Um, Using the 1,000 pip rule, that's what I would tell you guys to do. Or you can do the half of 1%. Okay, so kind of trade that. We did have some rejection here off of this area of interest. Now GBP USD, my bias is that it's going to go down. Let me make sure I'm not doing all this talking and you guys can't hear me. That testing. Testing. Okay, awesome. Okay, I wanted to make sure. All right. I think it's gonna go down. However, the smaller time frames will have to, set up. So it may have a little bit more to go. You can kind of see where this rejection here or this push up, it pulled the green up some, and so, but it closed down here. So I'm thinking that it may push it up a little bit just to kind of get this exhaustion up here. But again, I'm thinking that the market is gonna continue down with GBP USD. Okay, but for right now, you can kind of get in on this trade and kind of play it from there. GBP Swiss, same thing. We have a nice setup here. This is a really promising setup. Yeah, let's take a look at GJ. I'm sorry, I skipped GJ. Saying yeah, GJ. So you guys can see where I'm counter trend trading on this. Okay, um, so but it's all good because again, we will just let the market tell its story. Okay, and go from there. All right. Let's jump back to the 4 hour. So if you guys are looking for a long-term trade, and I don't recommend counter trend trading if you are a beginner. All right, if if you're a beginner, yeah, I don't recommend it. But um, let's take a look at G Swiss. G Swiss, same setup. These pound pairs, just probably just for today, are setting up with yeah, quick pullback, maybe even for the week, but a quick pullback before continuing on the downside. But G Swiss, you can definitely get in and maybe run up a short swing trade, okay, or intraday trade. Just kind of have to see what the market is telling you. GBPI, we do see it is in a place of possible exhaustion here. TDI is oversold, so we would just wait our entry rules. Okay, if you have forgotten what our entry rules are, again, exhaustion square, directional arrow, color changing candle that places um, green the green line to cross the red and the yellow. Get in, proper account risk management, trade accordingly. All right, GBP All right, looks like we had a signal last week. It looks to be ranging a little bit, but it did come back to kind of do some retesting of some areas of interest. All right, so I really wouldn't get into this one trading if you're trading the workflow trading system. All right, GBP CAD, it is showing us a possible area of exhaustion. So again, you just want to wait on your entry rules to be met before you get in. Okay, and so that's GBP CAD. Euro NZD. Let's see what Euro NZD is giving us. All right, yeah, Euro NZD is looking good to have gotten in here. We did get a little bit of a pullback, but again, we do have exhaustion square. Directional arrow, color changing candle, green line is below the red and the yellow. Get in. Proper account risk management will allow the fluctuations of the market, and you can ride it to the next exhaustion square or to the next area of interest in the market. Euro odd, maybe the same thing. Yep, we exhaustion square, directional arrow, color changing candle. Okay, green is below the red and the yellow. Safe to go ahead and get into that trade as well. Let's take a look at the Dixie or the dollar index. Oh yeah, I don't know why this has been doing this to me. But on the 4 hour, but with my MetaTrader 4, I would have to go down to the 1 hour. 1 hour is showing us possible area of exhaustion. So again, you just want to wait for your trading rules to be met. All right, before you get in. So that's that on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at gold. I think I should be able to switch this over to the 4 hour. Gold. All right. Gold is just riding out. I do know that on the higher time frame, again, I'm looking for gold to see how it responds to the higher time frame, all-time highs, and so I'm just kind of staying away. But if you want to trade gold, this would be a good time to watch it if you're trading according to my workflow trading method. Okay, exhaustion square, color changing candle. All right, you're just waiting on a directional arrow. Okay, and of course the green is already below, so it's very possible you can get a pullback. So again, just wait on that directional arrow. Just if you make sure that all of your trading rules are met, it's going to give you a higher quality trade. Okay, S&P 500. This pair is showing us it's getting to a level of exhaustion. So again, just wait for all of your trading rules to be met. Directional arrow, color changing candle, and the cross below the red and the yellow. All right. So I'm actually again watching that on some higher time frames as well. So that is the pair watch for our 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time candle. Let's take a look back at GJ, see what GJ is showing us. All right, yeah, GJ is kind of pulling back right now. So again, we'll see what happens. Could be waiting to form. We could be getting another head and shoulders, here. Okay. Preferably, it won't come back to to take the high out, but this could just be just a little brief pullback, okay, to come in. Again, we did have this large shift candle right here, and if you guys follow my channel, I always say whenever you see these large candles like this, expect for the market to come back and get 50% of that candle at least. So if we pull out our Fibonacci tool, and hopefully you guys can see this okay, and I'm just gonna blow this up. It is almost at the 50%, so we'll see. It looks like it is rejecting at the 50%, so that could just be it. That could just be a pullback, and our trade will be okay. So, but we'll see. We you take losses in the market, so I never want to be an individual to make you guys think that we never lose. So that's why I don't mind going. I don't mind going live. Just to show you guys the reality of the market. So I would just wait and let this play out, and see what's gonna happen. See, we have about 40 seconds left in this particular 15-minute candle. So let's just take a look to see what this shows us. Now we do have not quite an engulfing candle that form, but including the wicks, it did take out this last bearish candle right here. Okay, it did, depending upon where it closes, it may take that out. So this may be a good spot for me just to go, take what I can take, or but let's see. Yeah, it closed above, so it looks like it's gonna retrace, all the way back up, and it could possibly set a new high. So I'm just gonna wait and just see what it does. Okay. So far today, though, let's take a look. We do have a profit of $185.58 for today, and we did that off of 3 10-cent trades off of the S&P 500. So we basically turned 30 cent. All right, we invested 30 cent of our account and flipped that into $185.58. So not bad at all for this small account. All right, so that's a cable bill. It's a car payment for some, groceries for the week or a few days, depending upon the size of your family. So it works. So yeah, guys. This trade, again, we just kind of listening to the market. Again, it looks like on the 5-minute, scalp is kind of being fulfilled right now. So it's very possible it will come up and get overbought on the 5-minute before it continues down. to respect what's going on the higher time frames. Okay, but again, I do know that this is a counter trend based off of the workflow trading system. This is a counter. This is a counter trend trade. Um, so we'll see what we get. Okay, we'll see what we get. And so, all right, that's gonna be it for me today. Well, not today, but for this video. I hope that it has brought some type of clarity to you guys for your trading. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them below. Hate to be ending the video in negative status, but again, it is what it is. Looks like it has come down and just, you know, respected this area so far. But we'll see if it's retest, if it's gonna retest, okay, and allow us to give us a profit. If not, we'll cut our losses and look for another setup. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for me. Make sure if you have not subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop your cash out. 500 subscribers, we're doing a $25 giveaway. I'm also going to schedule a 30-minute Zoom session with you to give you a trading strategy, to give you a plan to at least 4x those $25, no pun intended, but multiply it by 4, and you know, turn those 25 into $100. All right, so it's very possible. Again, I showed you guys how we've taken 30 cents, okay, and we're able to turn that into $185. So very possible to turn $25 into $100 within a month, but I don't think it'll take you that long. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment, tell me what you think about the video, tell me what you think about the information that I shared in the video. Let's have a conversation. Let's be respectful of one another, but let's have a conversation, guys. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. As always, remember, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And until next time, happy pip fishing. Bye-bye.